Hey guys, I'm Cody Ellis.
And I'm Christian Wilson, and we're Skyax Studios.
That's right. Today we're gonna do. You gotta finish? No.
We're gonna do a review about Fantastic Four 2015.
This is a spoiler review.
Yes, if you have not seen the movie, don't watch this video.
I mean, well, the movie sucked anyway.
Yeah. I mean, so. you can, but whatever. No, the movie. It had some good things about it. There were some things that it didn't improve upon from 2007. Obviously, I don't know about the Hulk, not the Hulk, the Thing. His, you know what I mean.
The Hulk's not part of the Fantastic Four.
I know. She-Hulk was, though, but that's another issue.
Yeah.
His appearance, can't say costume because it was all digital, but that looked a lot better than it did in the original one. It looked more authentic. It looked more like rock. It looked more... It looked different. It looked better. They didn't have time to flesh anything out. The movie was what, like an hour and 46 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, the first half of the movie was them before they ever had powers. It took them a whole hour till they got their powers.
Yeah.
And once they got their powers, they just rushed the whole movie. They just skipped through the whole thing, and that bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got topics about what we should talk about. I mean, first of all, let's talk about what we saw. The prologue, the garage, when Reed and Ben were young, and
that's from the Ultimate Comics, right?
Yeah, it's from the. People don't realize that. People are mad because this isn't like the comics. People say that Josh Trank and Fox say that this movie is based on the Ultimate Comics, so people don't understand why they're young, and but that's how it is in the Ultimate Comics. So the movie sucked, but it was still good. It was still good to have character development.
Yeah.
And Reed Richards and Ben Grimm growing up together as best friends is a good idea to add into a story. And
I thought it was interesting to see Ben and Reed being best friends growing up. At first, when I thought it, I was like, "Oh, did they all go to school together? Like they just, they grew up together." Then it was only Ben and Reed, and I was like, "Oh, that kind of ruined that." But no, it was a new perspective on a superhero that they wanted to make this movie that, yes, it was a reboot of the 2007 movie, but it's different enough that this is a different movie.
Oh.
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller as Reed Richards.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie is at the beginning when he's trying to talk to Sue and she's listening to music, and first she doesn't hear him, because she's ignoring him. And he's just like, I got this book. I got 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And she's like, yeah, I read it. He's like, well, what are you listening to? Portishead. It's like, so his music, is that your thing? And the way that they exchange their dialogue, it's just like, he is such a geek, and she is such a hot girl who does not talk to geeks, and it's perfect. It's like my life.
What? I don't understand why they couldn't show more of that.
Yes. More authentic stuff like that.
I mean, I wish they can share more about the relationship together.
Yeah.
I mean, they that this movie is just a character development movie, and now that it sucks, they're not going to make a sequel.
I know.
Yeah, I just heard that they're replacing that sequel with a Deadpool sequel.
Yeah,
now.
If Deadpool does really well, which I'm sure it will, from what I've seen with all the commercials and stuff, that if Fox can actually do something right for once, then potentially they could make a Deadpool sequel.
Yeah, it looks good. I want to see it. I want to see Deadpool. Kate Mara as Sue Storm. She's hot.
She is. That's definitely a positive in her favor.
Dreams about her.
I'm not in those dreams, right?
You're not in those dreams.
Good.
That would be weird.
Yeah, it would. No, but I feel bad for Kate Mara because she's not a terrible actress. She's fairly attractive, but this is the second superhero movie that she flopped in. She was in, remember Zoom, like 7 years ago with Tim Allen and Spencer Breslin? That movie was terrible as well. Don't watch that movie.
I thought I liked it. I mean,
you liked Zoom? Well, we were 7 at the time.
Yeah, it was part of my childhood. Yeah.
But still, it's just, you watch it now and it's just like, this is so bad.
So bad.
But
she's not bad. She's not.
No,
bad
I feel bad for her because she could do some legitimate work, but she keeps choosing all these bad superhero movies.
When they first started filming this movie, I didn't mind the pick these actors.
No.
I thought these actors were good. I didn't mind the whole brother sister races thing between Johnny and Sue.
There's 1,000 other things wrong with it. That Johnny being black was not a bad thing.
Yeah,
there's so many other things.
They explained that she was adopted.
Yeah,
there's nothing bad about that.
No,
I still feel like they are brothers and sisters. I didn't care about what they looked like. Yeah. I think things will turn around. Hopefully, things will turn around for Kate Mara when she stars with Matt Damon in the movie Martian.
Oh yeah, she's a Martian and she's in Captive. So hopefully those two movies will
Captive
will do better for her.
Yeah, hopefully those movies will turn around things for her because
I want to see her in more stuff.
Yeah, and Miles Teller. I hope things will turn out better.
He's a great geek. I like him as a geek.
Yeah, don't listen, Fox. Listen, Hollywood. Don't blame Miles Teller for his performance in Fantastic Four.
It's part of the direction too.
He was good in Whiplash. Okay.
Yeah.
So, don't blame him. Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's gonna be in the movie Creed, and I can't wait to see that. That's a Rocky spinoff. In case you were wondering.
One of the things that I liked about Johnny is that they still kept him as the reckless daredevil bad boy guy.
Yeah.
Like in the original Fantastic Four, he was doing motocross and picking up chicks and doing all this other stuff. And in this one, he's doing street races.
It's similar.
A little Fast and the Furious type stuff.
Yeah.
But it's the same basic idea that Johnny he doesn't give a crap about anything. He's gonna do what he wants, do reckless stuff. And I like that they kept that with the character because that's who Johnny Storm is.
Yeah. The one problem I had was Sue was the one who was adopted. I wish that she was more the outsider.
But there was too much tension between Johnny and his father, even though Sue was the one who was adopted.
Yeah. But still, of course, Johnny does feel like an outsider. I guess it would make sense that...
well, I guess he'd feel alienated because his father preferred the adopted person over his own child.
Yeah, he treats Sue as more of the favorite child.
Yeah. I guess that could be why he acted out, because...
Yeah. Because he's the biological son, and she's the adopted daughter.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
Jamie Bell is Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm, okay, so I really like this Ben Grimm, how it's a little bit different. Ben Grimm is he's not as smart as Reed Richards, no offense to Ben.
He's like a lovable person.
But yes, he is. He's this sweet little guy who's, going along with his best friend who's a freaking genius, and, it's really sad what happens to him because he doesn't sign up for this. He doesn't go to this school. He's not in the Baxter building, as a student, and then he just gets called up by a drunken Reed Richards at 3 a.m. Hey,
it happened too quick.
Yeah, it did. Come to the alternate universe with us. It'll be awesome. And then he comes back. He's a freaking rock man. Like, how would you feel if you got woken up at 3 a.m. and the next day you woke up, you're a rock man?
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I feel bad for Ben because he's such a nice guy, and then he becomes a rock guy.
Yeah, and Reed was stupid enough to run away. From his best friend.
Yeah, well, he was scared. What would you do if you were scared?
Yeah, I would be scared. I think anybody would be scared if you changed and got these weird abilities.
Yeah. And Ben has it off the worst because with the other three, they can turn it off. They can look normal. They can fit in to society. Ben will always look like this orange guy.
Yeah.
Everyone will look at him and see that he's different because this is who we are as people.
Toby Kebbell as Victor Von Doom.
I heard somewhere, I don't know who told me this, I heard somewhere that they were going to not name him Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
His villain was going to be Dr. Doom still. I'm glad they kept it because Victor Von Doom is his comic book name, so that's good.
Yeah, that's his comic book.
Toby Kebbell, though, it seemed almost out of place to see Toby Kebbell because he usually plays these little minor side characters. Remember in Sorcerer's Apprentice, he was the little magician guy, and he made the Star Wars reference to the disc.
I think so.
Yeah, he plays little minor stupid roles like that, and then he becomes Victor Von Doom, and it's just kind of okay.
That's who that was. From Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked different.
Yeah, he did. But he's only in the movie for he's not in the first 30 minutes, and then he's in for the middle 30 minutes, and then he gets lost on the alternate dimension, and then he's gone for 40 minutes, and then we come back and we find him, and then he's a prisoner like the other Fantastic Four in the whatever the base is called that they're in. and then he comes back after they go to the alternate dimension again to try to reverse the Fantastic Four's powers. Of course, they can't. But then they find Victor again, and then 10 minutes later, Victor Von Doom dies, and it's just kind of like, well, who's the next villain? Like, you built up to the whole movie to have all this stuff, and then your villain is gone for over half the movie, and then he comes back, and then he gets disintegrated. It's just kind of like, the movie was too short. The movie beat the bad guy in 10 minutes so that they can't bring Doom back. I mean, potentially they could. But if they wanted to just make this movie an origin story for the Fantastic Four and then have Doom be the main villain of the next movie and then have it more developed and figuring out how to find Doom and how to get him and this, they can make a whole movie based around that, but they can't do that now because they already killed him. It's just...
Yeah, they screwed up.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I just hope Marvel win over. Like I said this before in the other video, I want Marvel to win over Fantastic Four because Marvel can do better.
Marvel needs to win the rights to every movie, but Fox won't give them up. Sony finally gave up rights for Spider-Man. Let's hope Fox will follow suit. But
yeah, in this movie, there wasn't enough humor.
No,
wasn't enough humor, and they were always so serious. It's like they had no personality.
Yeah, it was like Victor Von Doom. His primary motivation in this movie was his jealousy over Sue Storm.
He's just
like that's his only motivation.
Programmer.
That's his only motivation. He's petty jealous. That's it.
He's petty jealous, and I wish they can do more with the relationship between Reed and Sue, and Reed and Sue, Reed and Ben, and Sue and Johnny.
Yeah.
You know, like brother and sister, best friends, and girlfriend boyfriend thing.
I feel bad for Fantastic Four because this was Marvel's first. It was comic books' first group of superheroes.
First family.
And they've not been done successfully in a movie, and I feel bad for Stan Lee, who made these characters that they're being.
He didn't have a cameo in the movie.
No, because he didn't. Well, he didn't have one of Days of Future Past either.
Yeah, I guess he didn't. He didn't have a cameo because he didn't like it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, this is Marvel's first family. I mean,
yeah,
they should be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
They do.
They should.
They need to bring Fantastic Four, Avengers, New Avengers, Guardians, and X-Men if they can ever get all the rights to that, so they can all just go and kill Thanos. But
it's too late to put the X-Men in the MCU because
I know
because the whole Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch thing and
the movie's only an hour and 46 minutes. I mean, what kind of movie is an hour and 46 minutes that takes itself seriously? Like, this is a movie. It's not, oh, here's just some schlock we made for you. Like, if they had made a longer movie, they could have fleshed things out more. They could have gone through the story more. It wouldn't have been so rushed at the end of the movie to just kill Doom. And
they just rushed through the whole movie, you know, like...
They need people who love the comic books, who read the comic books, who know these characters, to make the movie that the fans want to see. Not what they think the fans want to see. What they know the fans want to see. Because obviously if they think the fans want to see what they put out last week, that's not what we want.
Yeah, I just think that Josh Trank, the director, and Fox, it seems like when they film this movie, they just don't give a shit about it. They just don't. Marvel versus Fox.
Marvel is a much better maker of films than Fox is. The only good thing that Fox ever did was distribute Star Wars. After Fox distributed Star Wars, everything else Fox did went down the toilet.
The prequels were pretty bad.
That's why I said after Star Wars.
Future ideas and plans.
For what? For Skyact?
For Fantastic Four.
Oh. Skyact will produce our own Fantastic Four movie. It will come out in 2 years. No. I will be the Thing. No.
I think I'd be Johnny Storm.
You'd probably be better than Michael P. Jordan.
Don't criticize Michael B. Jordan.
I know. But no, yeah. We really hope that Marvel gets the rights to everything they've done, because if they do, Marvel can do so much better.
I think things will only get better. I think things will get better if Fantastic Four was in Avengers: Infinity War.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you have everyone in those movies. And
if you guys liked what we talk about, we're gonna do some more review videos. We're gonna make our own superhero movies eventually.
Yeah.
I'm Christian Wilson.
I'm Cody Ellis.
And we are Skyact Studios.
Wait. Like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, Skyact Studios, and like us on Facebook. That's www.facebook.com/SkyactStudios. Stay tuned.